So you're telling me that I can eat as much as I want and never gain fat so long as I don't eat carbs? Yeah, when you're not eating carbs, your body isn't producing insulin, which means that you'll never store any fat. Okay, but if I ate 5,000 calories and only burned 2,000, where did the other 3,000 go? This demonizing of foods with specific macronutrient contents needs to stop. The rationale behind why low-carb diets are effective for fat loss goes something like this. By consuming carbohydrates, your body produces insulin, which causes your body to store fat. At the same time, it also prevents your body from using that same stored fat as a source of energy. This is referred to as lipolysis inhibition. But so long as you're not producing insulin, your body is in a state of fat burning, which is partially true. If your body doesn't have any carbohydrates available to be used for energy, it'll default to whatever's already available, namely your fat stores. Now, before I move any further, I want to clarify that every fat loss protocol has its own advantages and disadvantages, including the low-carb ones. Some people find that adhering to a low-carb diet is much easier than other types of weight loss protocols. They've been shown to be particularly effective at suppressing your appetite. By decreasing your carb intake, you'll naturally compensate and up your protein and fat intake, which are both much more satiating than carbohydrates. This increase in protein intake will also incur a larger thermic effect of food because protein takes a lot more energy to break down than carbs. Depending on how much you eat in a day, this may actually give you a few extra 100 calories worth of wiggle room to work with. Theoretically, if the same person were to eat the same number of calories on two separate diets, one with a larger fraction of calories coming from protein and the other one coming from carbs, the one eating more protein would burn more energy. It makes sense. It takes more energy to break down protein than any other macronutrient. And from a weight loss perspective, it may even get you to your goal weight faster, if all you cared about was the number on the scale. This is because low-carb diets deplete your glycogen stores. Think of these as carbs that are stored away for later use. For every gram of carbs that you consume, you'll retain around 3 to 4 grams of water to help store it. So when someone shifts from a diet with a moderately high carbohydrate content to one with a lot less, guess what's going to disappear along with all of those glycogen stores? All of the water that was stored with it. For some people, this can quite literally cause them to drop 2 to 3 pounds overnight. But the metabolic advantage that's often attributed to low-carb diets has little to no reasonable theory or evidence to back it up, from what I've seen at least. There's never been any explanation as to where all of those excess calories consumed on low-carb diets go, beyond the increase in energy expenditure attributed to an increased thermic effect of food. I'm always open to new viewpoints and perspectives, so let me know if you've got one. And make sure to let me know in the comment section below whether a low-carb diet has been effective in helping you lose weight. My recommendation always stays the same. Exercise regularly, eat real foods, and get enough sleep. Everything else will fall into place. There's no need to restrict yourself to only one type of macronutrient. All it'll really do is make you miserable. Check out this video here if you're wondering how much cardio you actually need to do in order to lose body fat.